welcome to Knowledgist. Hope all of you doing well. So within a second we will start. So before that, I just want your confirmation whether I am clearly audible to all of you or not. So should we begin now? Am I clearly audible to all of you? So finally the day has come when the exam is scheduled. Day after tomorrow, tomorrow is the exam, and as discussed yesterday, the final minute strategy remains the same, and I just want all of you to stay calm after this session. Don't read in the last minute. If you are confident, don't read. We have given all our best. We have covered almost everything, so there is no need to panic in the last minute. So I want all of you to stay focused. After the last 30 MCQs we will discuss that. Basically the tomorrow the question pattern will be as similar to the 30 MCQ that we are going to discuss today, and it is also going to be similar in which direction we have read it. Before that, if you are in case new to the platform, kindly subscribe. So should we start now? I want all of you to give a big thumbs up, as all of you know that this is probably the last session for written exam and tomorrow is your war. I want you to give your best. We are getting so many queries regarding Bob selections, regarding Bob enrollment, but we have put it on a hold because my obligation towards this bomb batch, Bank of Maharashtra batch, which is very keen to me, and last time we produced highest ever number. Even nobody else was at par with the syllabus, so I just want to repeat this and I want all your qualification, right? So should we start now? Are you all ready? I just waiting for everybody to join. तो अगर आप सबने ज्वाइन कर लिया है तो थम्स अप भी कर लीजिए, वीडियो को लाइक कर लीजिए, मोटिवेशन मिलेगा. लास्ट मिनट में कोई आएगा नहीं क्लास लेने, because their business is over, and it is not about business at Knowledgist, because if I could have taken other classes of Bank of Baroda, that could have gear up the enrollment for Bob process, but we stick to the class for Bank of Maharashtra in the last minute. So this is the first question on your screens. Which commission recommended the formation of a central bank in the year 1926? Very easy, silly question. Googly, we start with it. Which commission recommends the formation of central bank 1926? I never teach history of banking, but today I do it because anything can come. So it's a good question rather, but googly one. But googly. Please tell me, we see why there is so much of confusion. I want everybody. Nobody is taking class for Bank of Maharashtra today. I can bet you. It is last minute. It is all about your career. Only today your platform and the only platform of lateral entry in banking segment is taking the session. So if you don't like it, it will not be fair. Nobody is taking, I can bet you, no one is taking the class for Bank of Maharashtra today except me, except Knowledgist. So I want everybody to give a thumbs up. We will discuss top 30 MCQs and also discuss some banking. Yes, which committee, why there is, sorry, typing mistake. Okay, I accept it because I know all of you are good at banking. So it is nothing but Hilton Young committee. No need to check the answer. It is Hilton Young committee that recommended the setup of, or Royal Commission of Banking, you could say it rather, that setup of RBI Act that was instrumental for enacting RBI Act. And you know that at the time of its inception or formation or foundation, RBI was a private bank with 5 crore of capital. ठीक है, चलिए 100 से ज्यादा लोग देख रहे हैं, थोड़ा सा लाइक्स हर कोई कर दीजिए, अच्छा लगेगा, because I don't want to repeat it again that we are only want to take the class. Nobody cares about you people. So believe me, this is your platform. Yes. Business unit, separate and distinct from the owner of it. It is based on which of the following theories? Money measurement, going concern concept, business entity concept, dual aspect concept. Answers please. Business, it's a scale 3 level question, but scale 2 people should also be knowing it. This is a general concept, and you probably, most of you will be dealing with credit management once joined. So knowing concepts related to balance sheet, related to credit management is very much necessary for all of you. Uh, but I want to work in Bank of Maharashtra. I am in Indian Bank. Bijay D, I am with you, and definitely you will select. You will get selected. Bijay D, working in Indian Bank, want to join Maharashtra. Bomb. Best of luck. All my wishes are with all the students watching today. Very good. Very good. The answer is coming, and the answer is C, business entity concept. Yes, business entity is always separate than its owner. So on that basis, on that formula, if you have formulated a private limited company or a separate company, you pay separate tax and your company pays separate tax. So company and the company owner both are different persons. That's why these are called entities. Companies are also called legal entities. They are separate legal identity, distinct than the owner of that business. Clear? So thank you. So let's go to the, thank you all those who answered correctly. If two or more transactions of the same nature are journalized together, having either debit or credit, a credit account, and this phenomena is commonly known as compound journal entry, separate journal entry, posting, or journalizing. I will expand the screen for you so that only question should come in front of you. Only question is there in front of you. And tomorrow on this very channel, we will analyze how many questions were from Knowledgist, how many concepts were from Knowledgist, what was your attempt, what is good, everything will be discussed. We are on standby for bomb exam review. We'll take Bank of Baroda class after that. We focus one thing at a time. Yes. What is the right answer? What is the right answer over here? Very good. Very good. But separate journal entry, there is nothing called separate journal entries on this. We expect more from you. So it's compound journal entry. It's A. It's compound entry. Very good. Those who answered A, good luck. So what is the transaction in the ledger is called? Posting, journalizing, balancing, and auditing. What is it called? What is it called? Posting, journalizing, balancing, and auditing. What do you call that? I want your answers. Yes. Ankit is saying posting, Dibu saying auditing. The transaction in the ledger is called nothing but posting. It is nothing but posting. Yes. Dash banking refers to the establishment of a banking unit which deal only with foreign currency denominated assets and liabilities. Unit banking, offshore banking, foreign banking, internet banking. Which of the following refers to a bank which deals only with the currencies that are denominated or which are assets and liabilities denominated in foreign currency? And don't forget to join the dedicated Telegram group, that is Bomb GBO. Tomorrow after exam, I will share the what you call Google form to find out what is the good attempt, what are the questions asked. So I just want all of you to join that dedicated Telegram channel. Link is in description. Telegram/BOMGBO, BOMGBO, General Banking Officer. Okay, I want everyone staying there. Dash banking refers to the establishment of banking unit which deal only with foreign currency denominated assets. It is nothing but offshore banking. First A and D is eliminated. Just use your sense of elimination. A, D eliminated. offshore and foreign banking. And as you are aware that there is nothing called foreign banking. We call it international banking somewhere, but it is not mentioned. So you can go with offshore banking. And this is the process I want you to follow while you're in your real exam. Clear? So yes, repayment of an educational loan is deductible under section dash of the Income Tax Act. Section 80, 81, 90, 91. A wholesome awareness is required to crack these kind of exams. So I want you people to develop that knowledge with the help of Knowledgist. And we are constantly enriching our study material as per the exact exam pattern or the current exam pattern. Very good question. One question Saurav is asking, Soumya Mukherjee is asking me a very good question. One question, saving rate decided by bank or RBI. Any RBI intervention is there? So essentially what Soumya is asking today, who decides the interest rate of a bank? Is it bank itself or RBI? So probably if you have been to our classes, there is a class called Asset Liability Management or the ALCO committee, which decides the rate of interest in various deposit and loans. So bank itself, but RBI has some rule. RBI says that you cannot lend anyone below your cost of fund. That will be detrimental. Bank may fail. So you cannot lend anyone at your interest. Like there is a huge competition or someone is your favorite of your chairman, like in the case of Chanda Kochar giving loan to Videocon. So in such cases, even if the chairperson of the bank, MD, CEO of the bank decides to lend someone in a concessional rate lower than their MCLR or currently RRLR repo linked lending rate, they cannot do this. They should have, they can play with the spread, but they cannot go below the cost of fund of that bank. And yes, there is a DRI, differential rate of interest, for weaker section. So there RBI has a rule, and I have taken complete session of DRI. DRI is for the most vulnerable section of society which takes the loan. Vulnerable, right? Sometimes splitting in a flow you miss it, but it is vulnerable society. It's exact word. For the vulnerable section of society, you have differential rate of interest which is lower. So that is essentially the way of giving loans or the way of deciding it. And essentially the ALM or the ALCO committee decides the rate of interest for your various products. Right? Clear? So here it is 80. Very good. Many of you answered 80. The answer for this question is nothing but 80. Right? So DAS act as a consortium leader of the banking institutions in a district. Lead bank, social banking, core banking, or district cooperative bank. Easy question. You may answer it. Number of students increasing. I want you to give a thumbs up. Nowhere in internet today form last session is being ran. Nobody takes care of it. Nobody takes care where less number of application is there, because it is not for business prospect. Views don't come, subscribers don't gather, and in last moment people don't buy books, people don't buy courses. So no class nowhere else, only at Knowledgist. So do like, share and subscribe if you are in case not done it. Yes, so lead bank is the right answer. Will not waste your time. And why I am taking this class, there is also second reason. If I will not take class, all of you people will be worried and will read randomly. It is not necessary. I know all my students enrolled have completed the syllabus. Just cool down, just be yourself, go to the exam. I know you will crack it. It is not always about knowing the answer. In such exams, it is always knowing what may not be the correct one. Guesswork will play a very vital role with backed knowledge. So we have given it to you. Just sit, just be cool and answer. the way you know. And the genius ones will score not more than 60 or 65 out of 90 in this exam. So it's not a high scoring exam. Last time 90 plus score, 100 plus was only 3 to 4 and probably 4 people, and 3 out of 4, 3 were from Knowledgist, and 88 plus 140 people, 114 people were from were more than 88. The list is still there in the website. Please check it. So this time the number of vacancies is more than 400. So scoring 80 will definitely give you a seat. So don't worry, don't panic. It's not a high scoring job. High scoring exam. FIRPS stands for Foreign Inward Remittance Payment Scheme, Foreign Investment Remittance Payment Scheme, Foreign Inward Remittance Payment System, Foreign Investment Remittance Payment System. Your answers, please. So our expert bankers are also wishing you all the best from Knowledgist brand here in the live chat. So maybe one of our esteemed banking educator have joined lately. So they are all using the brand name of Knowledgist while responding to your answers. And this time we have devoted one of the one simple request after today. The ones who are sending to MCQ doubts to sir, please stop it, because I have hired him for last 6-7 days to extensively look into your doubts at the last minute. He's an esteemed banker. He has his job to do, but he gave his time just for the benefit of you all. So no more doubts. Please don't ask. You can ask to me in groups. Yes. Foreign inward the right answer is option number B here, Foreign Investment Remittance Payment Scheme. So let's move to the next one. Narasimham Committee 1 report is known as Banking Sector Reform, Financial Sector Reform, Financial Reform, Economic Sector Reform. Your answers, please. Narasimham Committee, many times asked in bank exams. I have seen personally 4 or 5 times throughout my life. This question, this very specific question, not this question, a question about Narasimham Committee. I always put my practical experience into the curriculum and the practical experience of our existing student into the curriculum. Not banking sector. It's not banking sector. Struggler choice. You have tried to attempt it rightly. Many of you, most of you are wrong. I knew, that's why I put it. Many of you were wrong. I think 90% answer was A here, but all of you are wrong. All of you. But don't worry, don't panic. The right answer is option number B, Financial Sector Reform. But here comes the next question. What the Narasimham Committee 2 report known as? First report, remember, it's financial sector. Second one is banking, financial reform or economic sector reform. Second Narasimham Committee is known as, I want your answers. First one, most of you got it wrong, but remember it is first. So it is financial sector reform. Second one is nothing but banking sector reform. And as you know, banking is part of finance. Finance is the greater circle. Banking is the inner circle. So the first one talks about the bigger one, entire financial sector, and the second one talks about the specific sector, that is banking sector, right? It is easy to understand now. Now it is easy for you to understand. और इस बात पर थम्स अप हो जाए, जिन लोगों ने अभी तक लाइक नहीं किया है थम्स अप कर दीजिए, लाइक कर दीजिए। क्या जाता है, ना तो आप मुझे कुछ मिलता है, ना तो आपको कुछ आपके जेब से कुछ जाता है लाइक करने पर। कहीं पे लाइक करने से कुछ नहीं होता है, बट इससे ये पता चलता है कि हमारा एफर्ट आपको पसंद आया, मोटिवेट होते हैं हम लोग, ठीक है, अच्छा लगता है। So dash is highly liquid asset. Out of the 4, which one of the following is a highly liquid asset? Commercial paper, money at call or short notice, bridge loan, and or treasury bill. Treasury bill. Can anyone tell me which one is the correct one? highly liquid. I have also asked you a question about HQLA when I have taken a short session on 81 bonds, additional tier 1 bonds, and I'm very happy that most of you answered it correctly, as I have taken it in our Basel session. Inside our Basel session, I have extensively discussed about HQLA, LCR, NSFR, net stable funding ratio, liquidity coverage ratio, high quality liquid asset. These all are part of extended Basel 3 norms. Basel 3 was enacted in somewhere around 2010, but in 2013 it is increasingly felt that liquidity is one of the major concerns of banks. So that's why to add more liquidity measures in bank, these two things, NSFR and liquidity coverage ratio, was introduced. So this is enhanced Basel 3 norm, or more emphasis on liquidity risk. Clear? So high risk is nothing but money at call or short notice. Clear? B. Very good. Saurabh, UPSC, Dibu, Ajay, Sasi Pandit, Raju, all of you are right. Yes. According to section 9, subsection 2 of the Banking Regulation Act, a bank can hold shares in a company not exceeding 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%. I discussed everything about BR Act yesterday, the most important ones, but I have not discussed this one. So that's why it is in question. So this is a supplementary class, you could say. This is supplementary to the classes we have taken. According to section 19 by 2, what is the maximum percentage a banking company can hold in another company? Like ICICI Bank wants to hold shares of Reliance Industry, then what is the maximum percentage of holding ICICI can have in Reliance Industries? I'm very happy because even if it is a tough and I have not discussed it in our internal class, most of you are answering it. Probably it is somewhere in the MCQs, but it is not discussed in the yesterday important sections of BR and RBI Act. It is 30 and very good the way you people are attempting, and I really believe that tomorrow you all are going to do wonders. Okay? Tomorrow is our day, right? कल हमारा ही दिन होगा. RBI has proposed to increase NACH mandate limit for trades settlement from 1 crore to rupees 3 crore, 5 crore, 9 crore or 10 crore. Which one of the following is the right answer? 30% of company's net worth. Narendra Reddy is asking 30% of company's net worth or bank's net worth or that company's net worth. 30% stake in that company, maximum 30% stake. RRBs are subsidiary. They are not other companies. RRBs are subsidiaries. Raju is asking a good question. How they are holding 35% in RRBs? RRBs are their subsidiaries. It is about other companies. They can have 49%, 50% or 70%, 80% stake in a subsidiary. So there is no limit for subsidiaries. And we have just launched a backup channel. There dedicatedly only interviews and daily banking news is being uploaded. That video is also being sent in your groups. So do subscribe that one. So we will divide the videos of each one so that there will be no crowd. There will be no crowding in one channel. Some of you are saying B, some of you are saying A, but I will go with Sandesh who is saying 3 crore or A as right answer. Yes, A is the right answer, 3 crore. So, can I know the full form of trades? I have discussed it many a times in RBI circular classes. What is the full form of trades? I want it. LIC share 48.24% in IDBI. Very good question. But LIC is not a bank. I am talking about Banking Regulation Act section 19 by 2, which is applicable to banks. LIC is not a bank. LIC is an insurance company. And as per the rules of Insurance Act, an insurance company cannot hold more than 15% in a bank. So that rule was amended. and that's why the stake is being lowered. LIC is given 3 years of time to lower that stake to below 15%. That was one-time relaxation given to LIC. So very good question, and that's why I want interaction. That's why I want interaction. This also boosts my knowledge, and it also makes me stay prepared for your unforeseen questions. You can ask question from anywhere, but this makes me feel that I have read something in my life, and I will put extra efforts to answer your critical questions. Keep asking. I love this kind of questions. Very good. All of you answering rightly. Trade receivable discounting system. Very good. Because this is not about you people gaining knowledge. I should also gain knowledge. I should also put effort. ऐसा तो नहीं हो सकता है कि सिर्फ मैं पढ़ा के जाऊंगा और बाद में कुछ मुझे ही पता ना हो. This is a two-way process, and I have to give more effort to learn. What is the theme of this literacy week? If you are working in the bank, I hope probably you people have got your internal circular about the literacy week. So can you tell me what is the literacy week? And yes, many some of the times they ask what is the date for International Women's Day. Sometimes not, it's for professional bankers, but as banks observe it, they ask the question. Banks observe this International Women's Day, they show some respect in the 8th of the March. Otherwise they otherwise the work environment is somewhere not that good for women, so that's why there are so many complaints. But in the date of 8th March, they show some respect. So I believe that it should continue for long. There should not be a specific day. Every day you should show respect. But still they ask, but it's a complete professional banking syllabus. That's why I have not focused on anything additional to the professional banking syllabus. So yes, we have recently observed the financial literacy week. So the question is justified, and 14th to 18th Feb you discussed, right? What is the answer? Go digital, go secure. Very good. I don't need to answer it. You have all the knowledge. Banks can issue long-term bonds with a minimum maturity of dash years to raise resources for lending to affordable housing. 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, 30 years. Again, I know that many of you don't know this question, have not seen this question earlier. But yes, I believe as a Knowledgist student, you can answer it. And I will tell you how easily you could answer it, even if you have not seen this type of questions earlier. Just use your wit, use your awareness, and use what you have read in your conscious and subconscious mind in our classes, and do the elimination process. I want elimination process. Saying 30, saying 5, saying C 10. So mixed answer is coming. Mixed answer is coming. Nobody said 7. Why don't you say 7? Some of you, why don't you go with 7? Yes, Hargobind Wagheli is saying 7. See what it is saying, what it is asking: to fund affordable housing. So it's a housing loan. Maximum tenor for a housing loan is 30 years. Average is 20 years. So it's what it is talking. So that it's a long-term loan, right? Long-term loan. When you are funding your long-term liability, you should fund it from your when you are funding your long-term assets, you should fund it from your long-term liabilities, right? This is part of net stable funding ratio, and a stable funding is when you raise or you arrange resources for long-term assets from long-term liabilities. That becomes a stable funding. क्योंकि अगर आप 5 साल के लिए लोन लेके 50 साल के लिए किसी को दोगे तो आपका एसेट लाइबिलिटी मैनेजमेंट बिगड़ जाएगा, ठीक है, और लिक्विडिटी मिसमैच आएगा, और इसी के वजह से जो ILFS है उसका फॉल हुआ था. मेनी NBFCs फेल. जो NBFC का क्राइसिस हुआ था वो इसी के वजह से हुआ था, क्योंकि NBFC को लोन 2-3 साल के लिए मिलता है. NBFC जब लोन देता है अपने बोरोवर को 5, 7, 10 साल के लिए देता है. जो HFC है, जो हाउसिंग फाइनेंस कंपनी है NBFC में, वो 20-30 साल के लिए लोन देते हैं, मगर उनको लोन तो मिलता है 3 साल के लिए, मैक्सिमम 5 साल के लिए मिलता है. तो ऐसे स्थितियों में उनका एसेट लाइबिलिटी मिसमैच पैदा होता है और दे आर टेंड टू फेल. सो दैट्स व्हाई यू विल लुक फॉर ए लॉन्ग टर्म सोर्स, राइट. तो लॉन्ग टर्म सोर्स में यहाँ पे लिखा है कि मिनिमम लॉन्ग टर्म सोर्स. 5 साल थोड़ा कम हो जा रहा है, 5 साल के लिए लोन लेके आप 15 साल के लिए तो दोगे नहीं, ठीक है. और मैक्सिमम बोला है तो सॉरी मिनिमम बोला है, मिनिमम कितने दिन के लिए मैच्योरिटी होना चाहिए, तो मिनिमम तो 30 साल नहीं हो सकता ना. तो आप 30 साल के लिए लोन लेके 30 साल का फंडिंग नहीं कर सकते, राइट. तो 3 साल के लिए आप पैसा उठा के 30 साल के लिए फंडिंग नहीं कर सकते, बहुत लंबा हो जाता है. आपको रीफाइनेंस का अपॉर्चुनिटीज भी बैंक के पास होता है, तो इसीलिए बैंक अगर 10-12 साल के लिए भी उठाता है और 30 साल के लिए देता है तो इट्स ओके. बट 30 इज ए मैक्सिमम पीरियड. मेनी पीपल डोंट डिजर्व, don't have the eligibility till 30 years. So average period is somewhere around 15 to 17 in such cases. So 7 or 10 could be the right answer. Just use your sense. अगर क्योंकि मैं माइनस मार्क तो है नहीं, या तो 7 में जाइए या तो 10 पे जाइए. 5 और 30 आंसर कहां से आया आपका? I want this type of idea you have to provide, and you will have time to do so. You will have time to think like this, right? So right answer is 7. Right answer is 7. Okay, right answer is 7. Got it? तो ये आइडिया आपको पसंद आया तो लाइक कर दीजिए. अगर अभी तक लाइक नहीं किया है वीडियो को, तो कुछ लोगों ने नहीं किया है, डू लाइक. So net won fund for ARCs shall be minimum dash crore on an ongoing basis. I have discussed it in our internal classes, RBI circular class. So I need your answers. 50, 100, 200 and or 500 crores. Which one is the right answer? What should be the net won fund? Net won fund for ARCs, earlier it was 500 crore. Let me remind you, and ARCs were enacted, or ARCs are constituted as per the Surface Act 2002. So I need your answers on this. So minimum, what should be the minimum NOF? Very good answer is coming at right direction. That is what I want. बहुत अच्छा लगता है जब आंसर इस तरह से आने लगता है, ठीक है. देयर इज नो मैक्सिमम मैच्योरिटी, मिनिमम मैच्योरिटी वहां पे है 7 साल का. वेरी गुड. 500 करोड़ पहले था, अभी 500 करोड़ नहीं है, इट इज 100 करोड़. चलिए थोड़ा फास्ट चलते हैं, आपको जर्नी भी करना होगा, रेस्ट भी लेना होगा, और मैं नहीं चाहता कि कोई मेरा स्टूडेंट लास्ट मिनट में पढ़े, ठीक है. और हाँ, थोड़ा बहुत देख सकते हो जिन लोगों ने प्रिंट आउट लिया है, बट मैं नहीं चाहता. लास्ट टाइम मैंने देखा कि हर कोई मटेरियल लेके लास्ट मिनट में पीपल आर रशिंग टू दी एग्जाम. मुझे बहुत लोगों ने बोला कि सर हमने देखा कि लोगों ने नॉलेजिस्ट का मटेरियल लास्ट मिनट में भी पढ़ रहे थे. तो मैं वो नहीं चाहता, मेरे स्टूडेंट वो डिस्प्ले से मुझे मतलब नहीं है आप क्या कर रहे हैं, बट लास्ट मिनट में इतना हरीड मत होइए. आप लोगों ने कंप्लीटली पढ़ा है, बट एग्जाम पे कंसंट्रेट करिए. रिलैक्स, कूल, हैव ए ग्रेट स्लीप, और कल सब कुछ आज पर सिलेबस ही आएगा. The maximum amount of project cost for subsidiary under Agri-clinics and Agri-business center scheme. कितना मैक्सिमम लोन अमाउंट है जब आप एग्री क्लिनिक और एग्री बिजनेस को फंडिंग करते हैं? 20 लाख, 30 लाख, 50 लाख, 100 लाख, मतलब 1 करोड़. What is the maximum amount of project cost for subsidy under Agri clinic and Agri business? 20 lakh, 30 lakh, 50 lakh, 100 lakh. No, it's not 100 lakh, dear. Hargobind is saying 100 lakh. Yes, you could also say 100, but there are some, yes, there are the question could be, there is one thing missing in the question. I find it should be individual agri clinics and agri business center. ठीक है, जब कोई इंडिविजुअल सिंगल बोरोवर जब होता है उसका लिमिट हम पूछ रहे हैं यहाँ पे. आई एम आस्किंग यू अबाउट द सिंगल बोरोवर, इंडिविजुअल बोरोवर, not a group of companies. It is 20 lakh. Remember, it is 20 lakh. In case this is an extraordinary project and very viable, मतलब बहुत लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए सस्टेन कर सकता है, बहुत ज्यादा प्रॉफिट दे सकता है. So maximum you could go up to 25 in extraordinary conditions. When it is extremely good, working fine, generating huge profit, no competition, so you could go up to 25. The answer is 20. For single borrower individuals, but it is, if it is a group or group of connected entities or group of borrowers, then it is 100 lakhs. Yes, it is 100 lakhs. For individual 20, others extreme cases 25, group 100. Clear? How long bank will maintain the details of the account holder after closing of that account? 5 years, 7 years, 2 years, 10 years. Your answers, please. Your answers, please. Your answers, please. 5 years, 7 years, 2 years, 10 years. मैंने बार बार ये एक क्वेश्चन मैंने सीबीओ के क्लासेस में डिस्कस किया था और ये लास्ट ईयर का सीबीओ एग्जाम में आया था ये क्वेश्चन. 5 years आंसर आ रहा है तो ठीक है, हम आप ही के साथ जाएंगे. 5 years. ठीक है. Which of the following not a member of Central Board of Directors of RBI? Governor, 4 deputy governors appointed by government, other directors nominated by RBI, directors nominated by the government. Your answers, please. Your answers, please. क्वेश्चन को थोड़ा अच्छे से पढ़िए और आंसर दीजिए. Just a second, question has gone somewhere. Yes, your answers, please. Which of the following is not a member of Central Board of Directors of RBI? गवर्नर है कि नहीं? 4 डेप्यूटी गवर्नर अपॉइंटेड बाय गवर्नमेंट है कि नहीं? Other directors nominated by RBI, directors nominated by government. C, directors nominated by government and not by RBI. टैक्टिकल क्वेश्चन है, टेक्निकल क्वेश्चन है, तो जो C है वो एक टेक्निकली रॉन्ग कमेंट है. ठीक है. मैंने कल डिस्कस किया था कि जो डायरेक्टर्स हैं वो आरबीआई के कौन से सेक्शन में द कॉन्स्टिट्यूट ऑफ सेंट्रल बोर्ड डिस्कस किया गया है. मुझे सेक्शन बताइए, आरबीआई एक्ट के कौन से सेक्शन में दी डिस्कस अबाउट द फॉर्मेशन और द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ द सेंट्रल बोर्ड ऑफ आरबीआई. व्हिच सेक्शन? व्हिच सेक्शन? ठीक है. यहाँ पे सी गलत आंसर है. अगर ये नॉमिनेटेड बाय गवर्नमेंट होता तो ऑल ऑफ एबव होता राइट आंसर. ठीक है. So the new housing loan sanctioned on or after 16th of October and up to March 31st, 2022 will be risk weighted as 35%, where the LTV ratio is less than or equal to 80% for a maximum loan amount of 30 lakhs, 75 lakhs, 50 lakhs, or there is no such limit. We discussed it in RBI circular gist class. Your answers, please. सेक्शन 7 बोल रहे हैं परीक्षित, जो मेरा पिछला सवाल था. सेक्शन 8 बोल रहे हैं रविंद्र नागरे, नेहा बोल रहे हैं सेक्शन 7 नहीं, सेक्शन 8 होता है. सेक्शन 8 में कंपोजिशन ऑफ द सेंट्रल बोर्ड इज डिस्कस्ड. ठीक है. कितने ऑफिशियल डायरेक्टर्स होंगे वो सब डिस्कस किया गया है. ठीक है. और जो आरबीआई गवर्नर होते हैं वो, और 4 डेप्यूटी गवर्नर, 4 लोग, 4 डायरेक्टर्स नॉमिनेटेड बाय द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट. जो भी ऑल ऑफ द अबव हमने डिस्कस किया वही है आंसर. तो इसका आंसर बताइए. बहुत बार ये क्वेश्चन में आया है रिसेंटली. तो व्हाट शुड बी द राइट आंसर? नो लिमिट गलत आंसर है. 75 लैक्स, 75 लैक्स बोल रहे हैं, 75 लैक्स बोल रहे हैं. नहीं, नो लिमिट इज द राइट आंसर. नो लिमिट इज द राइट आंसर. ठीक है. लोन अमाउंट 80% से नीचे होगा. इसका एक चार्ट मैं आज ग्रुप में डाल दूंगा. इजीली आपको याद रहेगा, मुझे कोई रिमाइंड कर दीजिएगा, मैं इसका एक चार्ट आपको जो नया हाउसिंग लोन में जो एलटीवी रेशियो है उसके हिसाब से जो रिस्क वेटेड एसेट है और जो एलटीवी है उसका एक चार्ट डाल दूंगा ताकि आपको लास्ट मिनट में याद रहे। मुझे कोई याद दिला दीजिएगा, नहीं तो ये कर देंगे, आपको दे दूंगा, ठीक है। चार्ट है तो मैं आपको अभी स्क्रीन पे दिखाना चाहूंगा। जस्ट ए सेकेंड, क्योंकि मुझे भी वो फिगर एग्जैक्टली, क्योंकि चार्ट कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है एंड आई मस्ट एडमिट कि मुझे भी वो चार्ट एग्जैक्ट याद नहीं रहता है। और लास्ट मिनट में कहीं गलत ना हो जाए, आई डोंट वांट, कहीं पे चार्ट तो बना हुआ है, हमारे वॉल्ट में सब कुछ है तैयार आपके लिए। जस्ट ए सेकेंड, आप ना तो मैं आपको कंफ्यूजन में छोड़ सकता हूं ना आपको कंफ्यूज होके जाना चाहिए। देखिए अप टू 30 lakhs, अगर 80% से नीचे होगा एलटीवी तो रिस्क वेट जो है वो 35% होगा। आप नोट डाउन करिए, आप नोट डाउन करिए, मैं आपको बताता हूं क्योंकि मैं अभी स्क्रीन पे नहीं ला सकता। जस्ट अ सेकेंड, ठीक है, फुल स्क्रीन मोड पे आते हैं। तो मैं बताता हूं आपको, जो अप टू 30 लाख अमाउंट है, एलटीवी अगर 80% से नीचे है तो रिस्क वेट जो है 35% रहेगा। 80% से 90% अगर लोन टू वैल्यू रेशियो है तो जो रिस्क वेट है वो 50% रहेगा। 30 लाख से 75 लाख लोन 80% से नीचे अगर एलटीवी है तो 35% रिस्क वेट रहेगा। और अगर जो लिमिट है, एक सेकेंड, अगर जो लिमिट है वो 75% एलटीवी से नीचे रहेगा तो 50% रिस्क वेट रहेगा, ठीक है। इज इट क्लियर नाउ? ओके, चलिए मूव करते हैं नेक्स्ट स्लाइड के ऊपर। we have lost some connection, so yes, it is on your screen. So under basic indicator approach, banks must hold capital for operational risk equal to dash percentage of the average over the previous 3 years positive annual gross income, 20%, 35%, 15% or 40%. What should be the right answer? What should be the right answer? I need right answer from all of you. Yes, yes, 20, 20, 20, 20 people saying 20. So we'll go with 15%. Right answer is 15%. Right answer is 15%. Clear? So let me move to the next slide. Basel Committee on Banking Supervision (BCBS) had introduced LCR, liquidity coverage ratio, which requires banks to maintain high quality liquid assets to meet dash days of net outgo under stressed condition. 15, 30, 60, 45. Which one is the right answer? Which one is the right answer? जो भी लेट ज्वाइन किए हैं, एक ही रिक्वेस्ट है कि आप सब्सक्राइब करिए और वीडियो को लाइक कर दीजिए, बिकॉज नो वेयर such classes are going on for Bank of Maharashtra. Nobody cares about little group of people in BOM. And here for your reference, our team has provided you the detailed risk weight on your screen. ठीक है, अभी आपको मिल चुका है आप कमेंट देख लीजिए, कमेंट का स्क्रीनशॉट ले लीजिए। कमेंट सेक्शन में, लाइव कमेंट फीड में आपको आंसर मिल गया है। रिस्क वेट ऑफ 35% where LTV is less than or equal to 80% of the total risk, and risk weight of 50% where LTV is more than 80% but less than or equal to 90%। आंसर आपको मिल चुका है। That is how the entire team of Knowledgist is concerned about your tomorrow's exam. This is how we all are concerned. So our team has given the right answer, and here the right answer is B for next 30 days. HQLA is the high quality liquid asset. In case of stress scenario, you should have sufficient money for next 30 day outflow. Outflow मतलब जितने भी withdrawal होने के chances हैं आपके savings और current account से, FD RD भी कोई तोड़ के जाएगा, और उसके बाद जितने भी आप लोन डिसबर्समेंट करेंगे, वो सब जो भी आपके आउटफ्लोज हैं, जो भी इन्वेस्टमेंट आपने प्लान किया है, नेक्स्ट 30 दिन के लिए आपके पास हमेशा सफिशिएंट लिक्विड कैश, हाई क्वालिटी लिक्विड कैश होना चाहिए, या फिर हाई क्वालिटी लिक्विड एसेट होना चाहिए, या तो कैश में होना चाहिए या तो इन द फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटीज, दोज आर हाईली लिक्विड लाइक 91 days ट्रेजरी बॉन्ड। ओके, so yes, you are getting it repeatedly in the live feed। तो एग्जैक्ट एलटीबी के बारे में हमारे लाइव फीड में आपको मिल गया है, तो आप स्टे कनेक्टेड टू दैट। क्लियर? इज इट क्लियर नाउ? लेट्स मूव टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। As per Basel III, banks are required to maintain minimum net stable funding ratio of more than 100%, more than 50, more than 200, more than 75%. What is the right answer? Last time we will not leave any stone unturned for you. Will not leave any stone unturned for you. We have given all our efforts. I just wish that you people will crack this exam this time. Not only you are inspired, I am also looking forward to see your happy faces in tomorrow's review. And every time my students go for exam, I feel that I am in the exam center. Nowadays, I don't find, if I don't find time, even if I could have time, then I would have definitely appeared for this exam at scale 3, because my age is not that old. I'm not that old. I can appear, but I don't have time nowadays. All the time we work for you. Yes, definitely I want to see, and just after the exam, please post all your MCQs and join the dedicated Telegram group. There I will be posting the Google form where I will be collecting the questions, also collecting the good attempt from all of you. So we'll see. So yes, it is 100%. Net stable funding ratio is nothing but available stable funding by required stable funding, ASF by RSF, ASF by RSF, available stable funding by required stable funding, which we earlier discussed in the beginning of the class. As per RBI's guidelines, the minimum leverage ratio shall be dash percentage for DCBs, domestic systemically important banks, and dash for other banks in India. 3.53, 3 for all banks, 3, 4, 4 and 3.5. Your answers, please. All of these we have already discussed. People are joining late. Why don't you give a thumbs up? This is my way to say all of you a good luck by having a class for 30 or 40 minutes in the last minute. ऐसे खाली आके अगर मैं आपको गुड लक बोल देता तो मैं कुछ कंट्रीब्यूट नहीं कर पाता. So this is my way of saying all of you good luck by taking this session. So why don't you give me a thumbs up, those who have not given it? And the entire team of Knowledgist, which is constantly watching your progress, giving you answers, all the AGMs, chief managers are part of the content creation team, are definitely mentored all of you in these days and contributed a lot in creating each single question. All of them are handpicked at Knowledgist. So why don't you go for it? So the right answer here is 4% for DCBs, 3.5% for other one. So C is not the right answer because C it says 3%, but as DCBs are more important, they should maintain more leverage ratio. So it is 4% for DCBs, 3% for 3.5% for other banks, and now SBI, HDFC, and ICICI are in the category of DCBs, currently domestic systemically important banks. Okay, so yes, let's go to the next question. What is the priority sector lending target for small finance bank and RRBs in the percentage of ANBC or credit equivalent to off balance sheet exposure, whichever is higher, 40, 25, 75, 100%. Very silly question, I must say. Now cooperative banks are also having this target, and their target is gradually being increased. Last minute dedicated session for all of you here. Will not leave any stone unturned. Silly question again. It's 75%. We know it. Yes. All the best. Do well. Remember, you are the winner. Is one of our banking mentors is telling you. I cannot tell you exactly who is he, because more than 10 bankers, our banking mentors are given the access to answer in live comments. Banking mentors especially. So, but anyway, sir, thank you for inspiring our students. So within the priority sector lending target, what is the sub target for small and marginal farmers for FY 21-22 in the percentage of ANBC adjusted net bank credit or credit equivalent to off balance sheet exposure, which is higher for domestic banks? So credit to credit equivalent to off balance sheet exposure is nothing but the exposure in LCBG or non-fund based credit. Is it clear? Is it clear? Last few questions. So yes, this is 9%. Neha, strategy I have discussed yesterday with all of you. Stick to that. Stick to that strategy. Most of you will qualify with that one. There is no there is no other strategy than having this much of exposure to banking. And remember, there is only one thing I could say: be confident of your preparation. Be confident of your preparation. I was telling you yesterday, I have appeared so many such exams 4 years back, but when we were starting, we were preparing many aspirants who were preparing 3-4 years back. They must tell, before the emergence of Knowledgist, there was no such material, nowhere was discussed. Now you people who were fed with so many knowledge, so many questions, so many handpicked MCQs, but nowhere we were getting such questions. So that's why we created it, and it is an added advantage for you. Nobody was discussing all that. So you have been, not only these, we have discussed so many things, because not only MCQs, the concepts are going to work for you, work for your favor. It is 9%. Next question: within the priority sector lending target, what is the sub target for weaker section for FY 21-22 in the percentage of ANBC and CBOE, whichever is higher for domestic banks? 10, 12, 11.5, 11. Just last minute revision, 2-3 questions just to revise what we read in these days, throughout these days. Why is Oindrila Dev is saying very much afraid? There is nothing to be afraid. You are well prepared. Nothing to be afraid. Just take away that afraid. मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ अपने स्टूडेंट्स को, एक गजल का एक लाइन है, क्यों डरें, जिंदगी में क्या होगा, कुछ ना होगा तो तजुर्बा होगा. If nothing will happen, experience, you will have the experience, and finally the experience matters. So why you should fear what will happen to you? If you will not crack this exam, this is not the end of the world. This is not the last exam. This is not the last opportunity you are getting. And yes, whatever you have learned here today, it will help you in your coming exams. Okay, it's an ongoing process. cracking these exams are ongoing process. So right answer here is 11%. Very good, most of you answered, but 12% those answered, please stay rectified. Loans against pledge and hypothecation of agricultural produce, including warehouse receipts for a period not exceeding 12 months, against what is the limit? Up to negotiable warehouse receipt may be classified under farm credit. 50, 75, 60, 55. I discussed so many times. I know that without looking into the question, once you saw NWR and ENWR, you will answer it. I know it. Without knowing it, you will be answering it. Right? Without knowing, without even looking into it, you are going to answer it. Am I right? तो फार्म क्रेडिट में कैटेगराइज करने के लिए कितने आप परसेंटेज, कितने अमाउंट तक का लोन को आप कैलकुलेट करेंगे फार्म क्रेडिट में, पीएसएल के अंडर, अगर जब आपको लोन हाइपोथिकेशन में देना हो तब. मुझे आप राइट आंसर बताइए. 75 lakhs इज द राइट आंसर हियर, बट इफ वहां पे नेगोशिएबल वेयरहाउस रिसिप्ट और ई नेगोशिएबल वेयरहाउस रिसिप्ट मेंशन नहीं होता, तो यहाँ पे जो राइट आंसर है वो क्या होता? वो राइट आंसर क्या होता, आप मुझे बताएंगे? यहाँ पे जो राइट आंसर है वो होता 50 lakhs. Am I right? 50 lakhs होता राइट आंसर. $50 lakhs होता राइट आंसर. इज इट क्लियर? वेरी गुड. सो चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की तरफ बढ़ते हैं. फार्म क्रेडिट टू कॉर्पोरेट फार्मर्स, to farmer producer organization, FPO, FPC, O for organization, FPC is for companies of individual farmers, partnership farms, cooperative of farmers engaged in agriculture and allied activities. Up to what amount can be classified under farm credit in PSL? 510, 500, 50, 100, 50 crore and 100 crore. Two times it is mentioned. So you could give me answer A, B or C. What is the right answer? वो 50 लाख होता. आपने सही आंसर दिया है आप लोगों ने, तो मैं चाहता हूं कि आप मुझे अभी इसका भी आंसर दीजिए. जल्दी करिए और टेक ए रेस्ट. 1 घंटे से ज्यादा क्लास हो चुका है. दिस इज आवर वे ऑफ सेइंग यू गुड लक विथ हेल्पिंग यू टू क्रैक द एग्जाम. तो अभी तक तो हमने वही किया था, बट लास्ट मिनट में ये करना हमारा फर्ज है. वी आर द ओनली प्लेटफॉर्म डेडिकेटेड फॉर lateral entries, so we must be doing that. So yes, तो आंसर्स आने शुरू हो चुके हैं. लेट मी चेक इट आउट. यस, द राइट आंसर इज 5 crore and 10 crore. ठीक है, 5 crore and 10 crore. FPO, FPC में. In case of pledge, the possession of security stays with lender, borrower, थर्ड पार्टी और विथ ROC. जल्दी से बता दीजिए. मैंने वो चार्ट भी आपको दिखाया था लास्ट क्रेडिट के क्लासेस में. क्रेडिट के MCQ जब हम डिस्कस कर रहे थे, that was also extensively for enrolled students and quickly for YouTube viewers. So please think of that table and answer me. In case of pledge, possession of the security. Pledge मतलब मैंने आपको समझाया था. Whenever we discuss about this kind of chart, think of pledge. Pledge is for gold loans, and gold loans, in case of gold loan, gold will stay with bank, so possession is always with the lender. Mortgage, think of the house. That house, in a housing loan, that house will stay with the one who has taken the loan, so possession is with the borrower, right? Possession is with the borrower. So जब lien और pledge की बात आएगा, possession with borrower, and possession will be always with the borrower, and ownership will be with the possession is always with the lender. बैंक के पास रहेगा possession, और जो ownership है वो borrower के पास रहेगा, right? ओनरशिप है जो है बोरोवर के पास रहेगा। एफडी लियन में है, बट ओनर तो लोन लेने वाला ही है ना। गोल्ड प्लेज है, बट गोल्ड का ओनर तो जो लोन लेके गया है वही है, राइट। बट कार लोन, हाइपोथिकेशन, कार लोन, कार भी लोन लेने वाले के पास, और कार का ओनरशिप भी जो लोन लिया है उसके पास, ठीक है। हाउसिंग लोन, मॉर्गेज, घर भी उसी के पास, लोन भी उसी के पास, बैंक के पास कुछ नहीं, सिर्फ चार्ज क्रिएटेड है। इक्विटेबल मॉर्गेज आपने क्रिएट किया है तो इक्विटेबल मॉर्गेज और सही का रजिस्ट्रेशन आपके पास है, बाकी सब कुछ कस्टमर के पास है, ठीक है। और आपके हाथ में सरफेसी एक्ट है 13(2), 13(4). 13(2) में आप 13/2 यू विल सेंड द पोजेशन नोटिस। 60 दिन के अंदर अगर वो पैसा नहीं देता है तब आप क्या करेंगे, पोजीशन लेंगे। 13(4) में 13/4 पोजीशन लेंगे। पोजीशन लेने के टाइम आप डिस्ट्रिक्ट मैजिस्ट्रेट का हेल्प ले सकते हैं, याद है? और शुड आई गो मोर ऑन दैट? क्लियर? So with this we come to an end. I wish all the luck to my students. Tomorrow is going to be a big day for you, for me, for this platform. So from last time, this batch is going to be a bigger one, with the hope that all that you read will be part of your exam. The concepts, the MCQs, everything we gave our best. Time for you to give your best. Just stay cool. It's not a high scoring exam, no matter what. And yes, attempt the easier ones first, and don't worry at the last minute. This is nothing but staying cool and cracking the exam. Only the ones who are cool will qualify this exam, and we are there. Even if there are few marks here and there, we are there to boost your scores for interviews. As you know that for interviews we come with the exact questions asked, and I have the list of entire question that is asked in last 2 years, so you will get all of that. And in our 7 to 8 bank interview experience, whatever we ask to our aspirants directly, the same is being copy and paste in the interview board, because we know what should be the right flow, and on your profile what should be the asked. And we only take people in our mock interview board, those who sit in bank exam interviews in specialist officer and generalist officer in senior level, be it in a promotional exam of internal banks or be it the external recruitments like this. So you will get the best out of our interview board, and this time it is only to be helped to our internal students first, then if time permits to external ones. So don't worry, once you qualify the written, we are here to make you go through to the final one. So just give your best, make it happen. I want to see a smiling face yesterday. Just give me a WhatsApp, how was your exam? Then I will also be posting in the dedicated Telegram group about the Google form, collecting the information from you, predicting the cutoff will be there, that 75 one, but what should be the safe score, okay, and what should be the right approach, what was the right approach, etc. Everything we'll discuss in detail. So we're waiting for that. Thank you again. Good night. Take care. Have a tight sleep. And tomorrow is your day. Tomorrow is our day. Tomorrow is the day for our Knowledgist students. Chetan is saying a experience gold. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. So thank you again for all your love and support and making us that big. All of you have made us big. Thanks, sir, to you and your team for all the material. See you around. Thank you, Vikas, for the kind words. So many kind words from all of you. I really love it. And I make classes, I make all of these for these days, for your love and support, and for the day of exam is cleared, for the day a result is announced. We not only come in the last minute, we are the only one to come and show our face after the exams, because no one comes after the exam. सिलेबस से क्वेश्चन नहीं आता है तो कोई लाइव आने का खतरा नहीं उठाता. लाइव आते भी हैं तो कोई तो आता नहीं है, कभी कभार आ भी जाते हैं तो कमेंट लाइव शो नहीं करते, डिस्प्ले नहीं कर पाएंगे, क्योंकि गाली पड़ता है कि एक भी नहीं आया आपके सिलेबस से. बट हमारे साथ ऐसा आज तक कभी नहीं हुआ है. वी हैव शोन ऑल द लाइव फीड, और वो भी पूरा स्क्रीन के ऊपर. So thank you again. Good night. Take care. And I know that your time is precious. Just have a tight sleep. Thanking you once again for this wonderful journey with Knowledgist. All of you have made us proud in past, and you all are going to make us proud